taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
Of the year on paper with Brandon.
Really?
Was that?
I mean, is this really scream fight of the year on paper to you?
Brandon Figueroa and Mark Magsayo? I mean,
what? I mean, it screams good fight.
Could be a fade of could be a fade of the year, but we'll see.
I mean, let's put it this way. There's not gonna be any pussyfoot around. These niggas are got. Magsayo is only good when niggas throwing like standing in front of him throwing hands, and we already know what Brandon Figueroa's MO is. I mean
that's true. Yeah, when you look at it like that, because Masago be mid sometimes, but then he'll have his moments where he'll really dish it out. So yeah. Damn, you're right. Yeah, this could be a damn good fight. All right, my bad.
But I do think, but it shouldn't go the distance. Like, this fight should not go the distance, though. That's for.
They both tough enough. I could see this fight going the distance and just being a war.
It shouldn't go the distance, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, if it goes the distance, I'll be like, God damn! It's either that somebody decided someone didn't come to fight, or like I said, they beat the shit out of each other. But if Figueroa doesn't really get marked up like that, well, except for the Ceja fights, Ceja kind of put his foot in his ass. But that was a special case. But yeah,
Ceja put hands on both of them.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
He put more hands on Magsayo.
Yeah, Magsayo. Yeah, he almost KO'd Magsayo. But Figueroa though was at times was taking a real ass whooping from him. It's like yeah. Ceja needs to come back there. That dude was a good benchmark. He was putting hands to purpose.
Yeah, he was the perfect PBC gatekeeper. He was always like
he was.
He made for good ass fights.
Yeah, dude was rocking Rigo too, like rocking Rigo around the fucking ring. So yeah, Ceja come back. We need some more gatekeepers, man.
You niggas ain't shit.
I mean, they were all fight of the year caliber fights. You get one.
Yeah,
out.
Those were real like fight of the year caliber type of fights. Yeah. The motherfuckers just throw that around too easily now. So since Jake Paul and them, so
right, but those were all fight of the year caliber because there was some real ass whoopings.
There were some fades, yeah. There were some fades on the opener, or like an opener, like the second fight of the night type shit.
Yeah, exactly, man. So. But yeah, so for Magsayo and Figueroa, so let me see. LB, so how do you think this fight will actually go?
I think Masago is he's gonna fight behind Figueroa because that's what he does when someone brings it to him. Mm-hmm. And they both could punch, but I feel like Figueroa is just gonna still overwhelm him. But you know what this fight really looked like? This fight, I think, is PBC's version of Navarrete Joet Gonzalez.
Yo, that's actually a good comparison. Except, I don't think any of these guys are racist.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just with the style matchup being one guy is gonna land 3-1, but the guy who lands one is gonna land a good decent one. Just like Joet was doing, but Navarrete's 3 is just vicious. Figueroa's 3 is just vicious.
Yeah.
And that's how I see that fight. I can see it to be if there is a stoppage, it'll be a late accumulative TKO, or it might be one of those weirdo nigga stoppages where a motherfucker don't come out on his bench off the bench, or he ref stop it, or Kenny Porter flies down, or I don't know, nigga. Like it just we've been getting weird stoppages lately, so I can see this fight being on some weird stoppage shit too. But if anything, I see it going the distance. One guy just walking away with the fight, and that one guy being Brandon, the Heartbreaker Figueroa. That's it.
Yeah, it's a trip too. That's a good one. Yeah, it's a trip though. How does a motherfucker look like? Motherfucker looks like he don't get to know that, but motherfucker fights like a demon.
Like I feel like he should like Brandon. Like yo, you need to be in some movies when your career done. Like you got the look, all of that, and then you on some tough shit. Like bro, like make that happen. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because
like you have the career Ryan Garcia wants to have. He's just more famous than you.
Right.
Like real talk, when you look at it, like Ryan Garcia acts like Ryan Garcia when he went to try to punk Tank in the club, he thought he was Figueroa walking over there.
Exactly.
But no, you're fucking Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, this motherfucker was crying in the car with his punk ass friend. Oh my god, Tank. Tank was a little bit aggressive with me. Jesus, like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm not on the street shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're supposed to be a tough boxer, man. You're not supposed to let no man punk you. What the, like? I hate
that you approach.
I hate Ryan Garcia so much. Like, he's everything that's wrong with boxing.
Tank's a tough guy.
Exactly. I can't stand this.
That was the best Oscar De La Hoya impersonation. You nailed that shit. He's a tough guy. You're doing Ryan. That's crazy.
Yeah, AOP, man. What do you think about this fight, bro?
I think it's going to be a good fade. Definitely a good fade. I think they're both going to have their moments, but I think ultimately Figueroa is going to win this one. I've never been a big Magsayo guy. To me, Magsayo's a one-trick pony, and Figgy's just better than him all around. And Magsayo's going to try to land that wild shot as he always does, but I think Figgy's going to outwork him. He's going to land the cleaner, crisper punches, and I think he gets him out of there 9th round.
Okay, I can definitely see that too.
Because Magsayo has like no defense. Like yeah. So he'll get hit with a lot of stuff. So
that's a guarantee.
But like Figgy won't hesitate to bring the offense to him. So yeah.
That's what it is. AO Pilot, what about you?
Yeah, I think like both P and LB said, I'm favoring. I think Figgy will win. I'm Filipino. I'm not biased like that for my own, but Magsayo's mid-Sayo, and he ain't really it. So,
nigga, you never pick any of your Filipino people, nigga. The fuck.
Sometimes I just don't have that bias. But seriously, I think again, like Figgy, he looks tough. He's tougher than he looks. He makes everybody, even Stephen Fulton, fight his fight, and Magsayo is not good enough to be able to fight that kind of fight and hold his own. And hopefully we get a good Filipino-Mexican war, or I think Figgy might just get him out of there and stop him. But I definitely think Figueroa will win this fight. But it should be good for as long as it lasts.
What do you think? What's the you think it's going to be the result?
I would say Figueroa with the late stoppage.
Let's
say round 9. Round 9.
Same as me, basically.
You and P that. Rome, what about you? Oh, he probably smoked himself out. Well, I guess I will go. I mean, I think it's going to be a fade. I mean, they're going to throw a lot of hands, though, but I just think, as P said, like, Figueroa has a way of making people fight his fight, with the exception of Ceja. Ceja's the only one that actually kind of, won that. Figueroa, but Magsayo is a one-trick pony. He is, and his one trick is, he has power, and he can punch hard with both hands, and he's aggressive. And that plays right into Figueroa's hands, who also has power to and has a ridiculously solid chin. And I think they're gonna throw hands though, but I think Magsayo will probably eventually get worn down by the power, and eventually he'll get taken out. And I think it'll be round. I'm calling it round 10, 10th round knockout for Figueroa for me. Yeah, because Magsayo can be hurt, I will be surprised if Magsayo does bust Figueroa, but but if he does, I'm pretty sure Figueroa will just he'll just shrug it off and just continue to do what he does, volume punching, body head, and just rough him up. So but like I said, it should be a really good fucking fight, and I'll be disappointed if it's not. And this card also sees the return of one Jarrett Swift Hurd in the co-main.
Womp womp.
Yeah. Yeah. Jarrett Hurd, I'm sorry. I mean, honestly, Jarrett Hurd might have one of the most wildest fall offs ever.
Craziest, the crazy peak. Like the peak was just so abrupt and random, and just it's wild.
Yeah, and the fun things too, because if you ever listen to some of the fights we talk, like one of the constant things we say is like Hurd is taking too much punishment. Jarrett Hurd is taking too much fucking punishment. He's getting hit too damn much. Like it's not just like the Tony Harrison fights or the Austin Trout fights or shit like that. It's like he's getting like when he fought that Brett, like the Brett was tagging him up, shit like that. Like he's like taking too much fucking punishment, Jarrett Hurd. And
every fight, man. That's just him. His style, all of that.
He's just a poor man's Margarito, basically.
I mean, Margarito actually moved his head from time to time.
Yeah, from time to time.
Yeah, like he didn't move his motherfucking head, and then J
Rock parried and blocked better too.
He also
he had better reactions to punches.
Also, like Margarito was not the type to just. I mean, Margarito will drag you into a war, but Margarito wasn't the one to take. He wasn't taking rounds of serious punishment like
serious punishment.
Yeah,
you got to see him at the upper level to really see him get an ass whooping like that.
And this can be at 160 now, right? Because obviously that was a big motherfucker.
Yep. This is a 160 fight.
I'm hoping. I mean, I'm a pull for him just because he did have that nice prime run. He beat Harrison, Lara, Figueroa back to back. Back to back. But he might be done. But 160 so dead. I'm just hoping maybe he can give a jolt. I don't know.
I mean, that's the hope that once it was 160 so dead that even someone like Jarrett Hurd to see if he could actually breathe some life into it, and like I said, but but when you lose to Luis Arias, it's just like
that's how.
Yeah, you don't lose to someone like that, and
that was on a Floyd card too, right? That was on a big card.
Yeah, that was on Floyd versus Logan Paul.
Logan, that's wild.
He took that's what I was feeling like he had regressed.
I mean, truth be told, after that one injury, because you remember how he had that layoff in there and milking the Charlo Hurd paper. They're gonna make that a pay per view eventually, but after he got and then he had that fucking that stoppage, but it seemed kind of suspect. I think that was on the Wilder card.
Yeah.
He just ain't been the same since, Yeah,
that's the thing. Because Hurt's taken like a boatload of punishment in such a short amount of time, and he's still like pretty young too. But it's just like, like he showed regression. Like after the Laura fight, like dude, I remember LB saying that dude was just glitching throughout the fight in that first fight after the Laura fight. Because he didn't know how he wanted to fight. Dude was either taking punishment or he was trying to box regular, and he couldn't figure out how to do both.
He didn't know how to pressure. The jab was off, head movement was off. Like this is a total fuck up on that night.
Yeah, he was a straight fuck up, and then he fights Arias and just gets blasted like 3, 4, 5 rounds. He's getting, he's doing a shoulder roll, and overhands are blasting right through it over his head. But he's so fucking big, he doesn't go down, but he's still taking all this punishment.
Yeah, that was the thing with Hurd, because Hurd's best asset was, because it's funny we talk about like Matias and Hurd, but Hurd's weight is more durable, and that's what saved him. Because in all the fights that he won, he was taking way too much punishment, like taking way too many hits, but he just absorbed everything.
Absorbing it because he was a big motherfucker.
He was boxing's Jason Voorhees, So.
Right, and then like the cat he's facing, Jose Resendez, he's 13-1 with 9 knockouts. I mean, he's known for, I think, losing to Marcos Hernandez on one of the PBC Fox cards, but it was one of those good fights. He could absolutely do the same. He could absolutely do the same thing to Hurd if Hurd, didn't learn to move his head. Did Hurd even get a new trainer? So I don't think he's with K. Karoma anymore. At least
he's not with K. Karoma anymore.
Oh, thank God. That's a plus.
I don't know why everybody goes to K. Karoma. Like, he's become the new Virgil Hunter, where it's like, he's not good. Like, he had one good person, and now everybody wants to run to him. No, stop. He's better for amateurs than he is for pros.
Right, yeah. So, I just hope I'm hoping that Hurd does something, because, Hurd would be a welcome addition to 160, though, but yeah, it's just like he just can't allow punchers to keep punching like landing all these ridiculous shots just because he can boil down to his weight and then he rehydrates to cruiserweight. Like he has to stop doing that bullshit. Like, you know, because eventually all them shits it's got to catch up to him. I don't know if it's gonna be at 160, but you know, eventually he's not gonna make 160 anymore because his big ass is gonna go to 160. He should be at 168, 175, really. But
honestly, yeah, 168 is a little too. Could you imagine Morel?
yeah, some of them 168 niggas will have a field day.
God damn. Morel versus Hurd, that's murder, bro. Don't put that in there.
Yeah, Benavidez versus Hurd. Yeah, they'll put hands on him. So you got I mean, I hope Hurd actually is, you know, because I know also his father passed too, so I know his mind was not where it needed to be on the game. So I mean, just hoping that, you know, he had time to really, you know, to get refocused on the hand, because yeah, you know, like, you know, because if he's taking punishment this time, like, then he should just really consider call a career. Like, I'm pretty sure he made more than enough money. You know, he unified 2 belts. So I mean, but like I said, you know, any Hurd fight, there's not really. I mean, with the exception of that one fight, the Santana fight, there's no such thing as a boring Hurd fight.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Hurd will bring it regardless. And then of course we have an opener, you know, with Amilcar Vidal. You know, of course, known for getting that gift against Emmanuel Alim, which of course I was not happy about. You know, but he will be facing Elijah Garcia from the Showbox circuit. You know, they're both prospects. Elijah Garcia, good fighter, 16-0, I think, like 13 knockouts. So it's actually, you know, PBC is actually mastering putting, you know, decent fights in openers. And most likely for the YouTube version, they got Terrell Gashaw in the YouTube version facing Eddie Murphy's nephew, Brandon Lynch, in that one too. So, and that should be you know, that would be a nice little, I guess, appetizer. So yeah, I mean, it's a good card Saturday night. Like, you know, PBC's, you know, getting, you know, the cards are getting momentum and everything like that. So yeah, like I said, I'm just glad I think it's the only boxing this for the next weekend. Thank goodness. You know what I'm saying? So